Sound check, sound check, sound check. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another stream of mine. Okay, today there's quite a lot of good trade that we wanted to share, but we couldn't give it in time due to how quick the price was reacted. Let me go through one by one that the trades I taken today. Let's touch on the euro dollar first. So on EU, right? Okay. So from EU, right here, at first it was here. Okay, there is my thought process was it. Okay, definitely is a bearish one, leaving with a 4-hour fair value gap, no doubt. Okay, but the price during the market open, the price did sting in at first and then rejected off. Secondly, as you guys know me well enough that usually I will take off the trades off the sting, but why this one I didn't? First of all, is not even the stinging is not even okay. Let me mark it out. The stinging is not even Asia session yet. This is the first thing, and maybe everyone still preparing for schools or going to office and everything. So this thing for me is looks like um did sting. It's like a fake sting kind of thing, like it's not the real sting. Okay, so how do I identify it? Okay, so the first 4-hour candle has closed. Second, we need to wait for the second candle. Okay, so the 1 hour time drop down to a 1 hour time frame. This was the high that I'm looking at. This high, this particular high. Okay, so from this high, right, the price didn't push off, break through, close below here. Okay, at this draw on liquidity, eventually not. So I believe so the next liquidity target high will be this high. Okay, so this was my thought process for this trade. Okay, this was the high. Give me a second. Okay, so this was the draw on liquidity high. Okay, yes, initially it taken out and rejected off very well. At first I didn't make the decisions right away because there is a BPR right here. Potentially it just could be continuing higher to take out this high as well. But there is one crucial thing to note down is, did the price close above this draw on liquidity? No. How do I identify it is a sweep or a break? Okay, it does require a close above to identify as a break above. Okay, I repeat. So if you want to see a price continuation downwards or upwards, it requires a break, which is a close above. But from this case, the price initially wants to break below, which is the price close with a wick instead of a wick, instead of a body. It closed with a candle wick instead of a body. Okay, so from this point, at this point of time, is about middle of the Asia section. I was thinking, okay, this could be a sweep. Okay, the first thing, the price did pump above it, this from the 15-minute time frame. Okay, end up I saw, okay, it's a very strong reversal. At least I would see this fair value gap to continuing higher. So the moment this candle closed below and disrespect this, I drop down to 5-minute time frame from here. Give me a second. Let me mark it out again. From, okay, the sweep from disrespect of this 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, disrespected. The moment the price disrespected this, okay, this is where I got enter. Okay, the first BPR right here from a 5-minute. Okay, the first one, second one. Okay, let me mark it out as this. First BPR after sweeping, after sweep the 1 hour drawn 50. Okay, secondly, I want to make sure that the price is actually following the order flow. So here comes the second fair value gap of the first BPR. Second order flow fair value gap. Okay, initially, the moment the creation of this and sting back into this, I got the limit right here, and my stop loss was placed above this. So why here instead of here? There is two highs, right? I know you guys will be asking, why not the higher one? Wasn't it is much more safe that you place the stop loss higher? Okay, the first thing is you need to know where is the recent order flow. You want to gain the most out of it, but to be more conservatively secure your profit as well. So okay, do let me finish off this, then we will touch on if you guys have any questions. So after of this second order flow, the price did sting in from here. Okay, second, the first draw on liquidity was taken and also show the intention of continuing lower, whereby breaking off with another fair value gap. So from here, there is another fair value gap reaching right here, right? So from here, from this high, the first position, until this low, when the price is retracing, I wanted to find the premium and discount area. Okay, I want to find the premium and discount levels to get a second entry off. So the first one, so off this low, it is it a, currently I'm selling, so I'm required selling above the 50%. I want to get in most premium as possible. But in order that, my concern is there is another fair value area right here that could push price continuing so much lower in a quick time. So from here, right, from here, I didn't hesitate. I did place another order right here and place at the same protected high, targeted the same low right here, the previous day low, of course. And secondly, I did place off this 5-minute fair value gap as well. But I placed my stop loss about 2 pip. Okay, and this. Okay, I did take 3 trades of this and almost sting in, and I think it's the 2 p.m. candle exactly. It just spiked a little, then all the way down to my TP point right here. It took about a sting in, then fall all the way to my TP point, which is quite nice. It's all about fair value gaps and fair value gaps only. So those you guys out there who are not familiar with your own trading strategy, please master one, just one, of course. You can try, if you are new, no worries, you can try to mingle around, find out and exploring for all the strategy out there and see which one is the most comfortable ones for you. So from this point of view, mine is definitely from higher time frame, context, narrative, and also bias, of course. Bias, context, narrative, bias, narrative, context. Then drop down to my entry model and everything. It's all about fair value gaps. And fair value gaps, fair value areas, yeah, that's about it. And internal liquidity to external liquidity, or external liquidity to internal liquidity. I think that's pretty much about it for my strategy. So this is the trade breakdown for my euro trade early this London. So this is the one. So I think, do let me zoom in and take a screenshot so I can share with you guys. This one. Okay, so from here, do let me share with my premium members so they can learn from the same strategy from me. Okay, so secondly, coming on gold. Okay, it does looks like we are going to reach another all-time high right here. Okay, now let's see. Let's do some. Okay, it does trigger my entry right here. Where's my entry? Let me see. Fuel price 75.66, 75.66. So it's 75.66. Okay, that's nice. That feel me lower. Okay, so next thing, I this was my thought process for this. Okay, after this huge pump for the whole evening, it's almost pumped for about one, two, three, about the the previous 12 hour, the price has been pumping madly, no doubt, on this. So from this point of view, it does looks like the price just want to break above the all-time high or taken out the all-time highs, be it is a sweep or a break. My full TP will definitely be at the next drawn liquidity, which is the all-time high. So from the 1 hour candle time frame, right, all the 1 hour time frame fair value gap is respected, which is a very nice one of this from the 11 a.m. but I wasn't on my com, I didn't take it. It's okay. Then we move on to look for another setup, which is at just earlier right here. So from this 1 hour fair value gap, right, you can see from here, from this 1 hour fair value gap, the price did sink in to the 1 hour fair value gap. But why I didn't take a limit order, because I want to see whether the price is going to, because if you took off this with a limit, it could be a better RR, of course. But because since it's so near, and after taking out this draw on liquidity right here, I'm afford to come into a unmitigated 4 hour fair value gap right here, which is the whole stretch of above this thing are the liquidity. So this is what concerned me to not set the limit for gold. But after this 1 hour fair value gap is staying in, I want to see a reaction of the 5 minute. Okay, first thing first, did the previous high get break above after stinging the 1 hour fair value gap? Yes, it is, right? So you can see from here. So this was the first drawn liquidity, which is you wanted to call it as the market structure shift or break of structure or chop, whatever. But after stinging this 1 hour fair value gap, from my understanding, the price did sting in and just break above the previous high as the drawn liquidity. And also one more very important thing, it does leave with a fair value gap. After this fair value gap was a breakaway, it's a breakaway one, and then I straight away enter off from this candle close. So after that, yes, initially it's still pumping, which is still a good thing. So from here, you can see the moment after the price did a breakaway fair value gap of this 1 hour fair value gap, it just break all the way high. All these previous high are no longer respected. These highs are all disrespected, whereby you can see from here there is no further fair value gap that wanted to push the price continuing lower. It just didn't leave with a fair value gap. Okay, the first draw on liquidity is definitely taken out. I have already taken my partials. If you guys want the proof, you can just look at right here. Oh, couldn't copy them. Okay. Copy. Let me try paste it. Oh, because the image being pasted is way too large. Okay, it's okay. Never mind. Okay, I think let me share with my premium members this. Please break above and leave with a gap. Break away gap and break above the previous high right here. So from this point of view, we can see right here the price did respect the 1 hour bullish order flow to continuing higher without disrespecting this low. This is the low that we call as a protected low, whereby the price leaving with a fair value gap without disrespect the fair value gap swing lows. Okay, in order to price to continuing on an uptrend or a downtrend, right, it requires to fill in the fair value price to get the equal market participants to continuing get the price pushing higher. So from this point of view, yes, this whole down stretch, this whole down move definitely is a downtrend for you guys potentially, but don't ever forget the higher time frame context, which is it is the whole uptrend from this point of view. So there is nothing for me to say it is a bearish bias for me. Okay, so from this, after price breaking off this high and there is a 5-minute fair value gap off here, even though it's off with a BPR, but one crucial point, did the price decide to close below or close inside this 1 hour fair value gap? Did they? I don't think so. The price tried once. It does looks like a sting in, but this to me is more like a equal low. Okay, then at the pre-New York session, the price did sting into it as a manipulation, and then leave with a huge fair value gap from the 50-minute as well. From 5-minute, you can identify it as well, which is leaving with a breakaway gap right below right here. So from here, the price did sting and push off, but currently as price leaving without a fair value gap again, but the first draw liquidity is taken out. So from this point of view, the first draw liquidity has taken out. We have taken the TPs, the taken partials, the first TP of course, and then we have already set break even. The current break even of mine is at this low, because from the 5-minute time frame there is a new protected low, right? Is it a, yeah, it's a from the 1-minute time frame. Yeah, there is a protected low of the BPR right here as a new protected low, but it might or might not get swept out. I just let my trade run south. So even though if I didn't, it does sweep me, then go to my TPB, whatever, I already taken my partial. I don't have to even worry about it, to be honest. Okay, back to the square. On this 50-minute, it does require price to continue fill in the fair value areas or the fair value gap to continuing the price higher. So do remember one thing: those use fair value gap shall not be used anymore. Okay, I repeat, those use fair value gap shall not be used anymore. Like this, the price does sting in already, yes, of course, but does this still a valid fair value gap? I don't think so. It is not a valid fair value gap for me. Okay, if you want to argue on the fair value gap, oh, this is still a fair value gap, but to me, no. Based on my data, my experience, definitely is a no. Okay, so do let me screenshot for this to my premium member, so the same thing they could learn as well, you could learn as well. We provide everything for free on premium. Just have to join us and trade with us, and we'll guide you one-on-one to it. You want to have a psychological talk, you want to have a trading blueprint, we are available for everything for free without any cost at all. If you wish to learn, you can click the Telegram link below to reach us out, and we will guide you one-on-one accordingly. Just now the timestamp was about, check. By the way, on Bitcoin, right, I'm actually very interested on it, which is we already taken some orders. Bear with me with the loading chart. Okay, on Bitcoin, right, it does move towards my bias, no doubt, which is the price did respected of discount levels, and it does leave after sting into the daily fair value gap right here. This daily fair value gap does sting in and pumping towards the first draw liquidity, and also the first resistance. It doesn't matter at all, the price just totally does disrespect it, for no doubts. The one huge daily candle, it just spike up towards the previous swing high. So no doubts, and I have a high confidence on it. This draw liquidity will definitely be broken as well. It's just a matter of time. It maybe could took me maybe another 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah, about 2 weeks time, I would say. From Ethereum as well, the pump of it is does look nice from this daily PPR. From here we can see, I want to see the price just break off this side, and then we have a consolidation, maybe about right this area, a break above, close, of course, come back with a slightly consolidation, manipulation, and a distribution of something like this. This is what I wanted to see. Within this range, I will still be a little bit of iffy, but no doubt I'm definitely still bullish on the Ethereum as well. Okay, it's just a matter of time for this, but just don't worry too much. Just trade whatever the price wants you to see. Don't predict it. The game plan is still going on. If the price is the same thing to spike up something like this, it will just spike up and then come down a little bit, sting in the fair value gap or a fair value area, to then continuing higher towards the new all-time high again. That would be really nice. Okay. I do have some friends call me off to analyze the Palantir stocks on stocks market. So from here, okay, no doubt. Personally, I did have some positions on Palantir as well. I'm using the same strategy on Forex, on cryptos, and even for stocks as well. So from this point, I think I did set, yes, from June I'm holding these stocks until currently, which is a very high potential stocks. Of course, the fundamentals and everything is not healthy at first, but the project itself is a very healthy one. It is okay. One more thing to say is, it is not a financial advice, of course, but okay, based off my strategy itself, at this weekly overlapping area, the price did consolidation for a while and did not break off here. After stinging the weekly overlapping, the price did a huge bump for it. Okay, second thing, and then in the end, suddenly a jump low because of the earnings is low. The earning is bad too. Then of course it will affect the stock price, of course. So from this point of view, did the price just break off this low or not as a protected low? No. Okay, so the first thing, price did dump. Okay, did the price try to break off the previous high? Yes, indeed. The second thing, of this BPR area, did the price did leave with a fair value gap again? Yes, again. And also coming on next is does leave with a fair value gap of a BPR again. So from this point, okay, the pump, okay, it is a very high confirmation for me. After that, from this point, I think it was a daily, I guess. Yes, from this dump of here, I did set a limit of this high, and it does feel me about 2250. My position was 2250, and then in the end the price just pumped all the way towards the draw liquidity. But initially I just didn't care because it is a very good one for me. But the second thing, another thing, the earnings did the magic again. Price just dropped. After it dropped to towards a fair value area, which is a unmitigated one, no doubt. The price dropped at first, and then in the end there is a lot of buying positions from here, which pushed the daily candle and close above right here. And guess what? The second day, the candle did just open high and just close slightly below, and then the next 2 day it just pump and leave with a fair value gap. In the end, price just pump, take out the new high again. This will be the next high of this retracement, and then the price just continuing higher off without looking back anymore. The same thing, a fair value gap right here, just sting in and just shoot up. Same thing, I believe this area will be the same as well, because of this 445, this 45 will be the drawn liquidity, and I think it's the new all-time high set again. Yes, it is. After breaking this 45, it is a new all-time high for Palantir, and this is where my position will be fully out of it. And then we will look for the next one, of course. So same strategy, same game plan, and we will just take a short break, and we will just, maybe I'll just end it here, since, let me check on the goal. Okay, on gold, seems like the price having some resistance over here. That looks like a sweep of 1 hour. Maybe just consolidate a bit, but I have confidence that price could just pump up to a new all-time high. New York market open in another 5 more minutes, and let's see how the price react. I believe so, definitely buying gold. It won't be going wrong by anyway, but please don't tell me you just buy anyhow, or simply just buy it. Very well, Nick. Glad you asked the questions. So from this breakaway fair value gap, okay. So fair value gap, there is couple of it. Okay. So from this fair value gap, from this point of view, the high of it, the creation of this fair value gap, did the second candle high get broken, which is a break above? Did the third candle close above this previous second candle high? Okay, this is called the standard fair value gap, that which will lead the price to sting into or come back into the fair value gap. So secondly, what is a breakaway fair value gap? So from here, you can see the price sting into the fair value gap, right, and leave with a breakaway fair value gap. So what does a breakaway fair value gap means? Which means the third candle, the creation of the proper fair value gap, right, the body candle did close above the second candle high and break above the previous structure as well, or without breaking the previous structure, it is no matter what, just close above this second candle high, it is considered as the breakaway fair value gap, where which means the price will or will not, and for me it is a high probability that price would not want to come back value gap to continuing higher. Like from this case, you can see the price, yes, indeed there is a breakaway fair value gap and did not trade back into my fair value gap. It is completely normal. Like for this, the creation of this fair value gap, right, the second candle high, did the price come back into our fair value gap before continuing higher? Yes, of course. From this point, the price did sting in to the fair value gap again, and then to continue, just sting in and continuing higher, which is a very good sign, of course. No doubt on it. This is pretty much about on breakaway and the standard fair value gap is about. Great, we are looking for another 10 more pips to another all-time high. Coming right up is almost our TP as well. 8551. Okay, let's see on this. Let's see on the creation of a new all-time high again, and we will just end the stream from there. And let me set another so you know. Not high stream. Let's check on the Palantir. That looks like a continuation down. See from this, a price is also. So from this point of view of the 5 minute, as long as the 5 minute candle did not close below here, did not violate this low, the creation of the fair value gap, then it should be fine. Consolidation. One more minute. 5 minute candle close. It is very crucial that the price have to be close above it. If it is not the previous low, but this low, the bearish fair value gap might not be, or will not be tapped in. it does look like a respect. Let's see if the following candle will be breaking out towards the all-time high or the previous swing high, whatever. Draw on equity is so near. It's about 5 pips more. It's about 4 pips away from towards the new all-time high again. I hope there is something new. If the price comes into all-time high, there is no point that should be selling, because we don't know where is the new premium levels will be ongoing. It just continuing higher and higher. Just don't short when it is at an all-time high. Hey guys, it's getting almost 10 right here. If nothing much, no more question, we will just end the stream off here. If you guys have any question, just feel free to reach us out at the Telegram link below. So I'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow or Sunday stream. See you guys. Goodbye and have a good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.